Okay. All right. So I got everybody muted right now. What we're going to do is I'll open us in prayer, and I'll say a couple words, and then we have a couple people that are going to speak for Jess, and then we'll have her signing, and then we can open it up. If anybody wants to say anything, they can, and then we'll close it out. So if everybody could bow their heads with me and say a little prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for bringing us here together today. We are family, friends, teachers, and administrators. We are all here to celebrate as one in these unusual circumstances. Thank you that even though we are not within each other's physical presence, we are still together, like we are with you every day, where Zoom is not required. Heavenly Father, I ask that you be with the people that will speak today, that you give them the right words to say to honor Jessica, but in the same breath know that it is that all that we do is ultimately to honor you. Lord, I ask that you bless Jessica as she's taking her next step on this path that you're leading her on during this earthly life. Please bless her health in mind, body, and spirit as she experiences an entire new system of learning and is challenged by a new level of competing. Please bless her professors and coaches that they meet her where she is. And please, Lord, help them guide her over these next 4 years. Finally, Lord, I ask that you please bless Jess's parents who have worked extremely hard to prepare her for this next phase of life. And although their happiness will be apparent today, I ask that you comfort them when it's finally time that she leaves the nest. Pray all these things in your name. Amen. So first up, we're going to have Coach Lucas speak. Oh, I got a couple. Let me jump a couple of people in here real quick that are jumping in before you go, Coach. And then I'm getting ready to hop in. We're up to 3 pages of people now. All right, so right before we do, Coach Lucas, thank you all for being here on behalf of the athletic department. This is my second college signing that I've been here at Chapelgate, and my first virtual one. The good thing is no one else has done this before me, so I can't really screw it up that bad because no one's done it before. So we're just going to go along and do the best we can. I'm very proud of Jessica and all that she has done this year. Very special person, very, very strong competitor, very sweet girl. Is always there to say hi to me and talk to me, this year. Very blessed to have her and sad to see her go. And I wish her nothing but the best of luck moving forward. I don't think she'll have any problem adjusting to the college life and what's expected out of her playing at the next level. She's a competitor, and I don't think anything that Coach will throw at her will stymie her in one bit. So I will open it up to you, Coach Lucas. I'm going to unmute you if you want to go ahead, and then we'll move to Coach Isaac, and then Coach Shackelford, and then Coach Trumbo.
Hey, everybody, I am here. I'm just sitting off to the side today. It's Jess's day, not mine. First and foremost, I wanted to thank all the people involved in this process, from the coaches, the assistant coaches, the scouts, people who recruited her for softball as well as volleyball at the Division I, Division II, and Division III and NAIA levels. I want to thank them because, we've learned a lot from this. We're so grateful, so blessed. I'm glad that this day is here. Having coached her, she's a tremendous kid, as a lot of you already know. And so I'm not going to say a whole lot about that stuff. I'm just glad this day is here, and I just feel extremely blessed. And so having said that, Coach Isaac, help me out.
Jess, I am honored to be here and participate in your signing of your letter of intent. It's been my privilege to just celebrate this moment in your life. I remember when I met you as a middle schooler many, many years ago at Kiwanis. And I remember hearing about this young, great athlete that was on her way to Chapelgate, and I got to watch her on the athletic field and go, wow, this could be a lot of fun. And then I got to meet your sister as a bonus, and she came into the program. And I got a glimpse just of seeing the tremendous athleticism, but I also got to see a lot of your heart. And that's a lot of what I want to make my comments about today. What I would see over the next few years of us working together is just so much more to come from you as just this amazing young woman, and watch your character and your leadership grow. In my 24 years of coaching and over 1,000 softball games, I've never coached a better outfielder. She covers more ground than anyone I've ever seen or coach. I've had the privilege of coaching, and there's just so much more to her than just her tremendous speed. She was one of the best hitters on the best team that ever played at the school. She was the leadoff hitter on the only team to ever go undefeated and win a B conference championship in any sport at the school. The 2018 team and its 10 players had a dream season, and Jess was a huge part of that season. She was the leadoff hitter. She led the county in steals every year that she played. She posted one of the highest on base percentages of any player ever in a single season at the school. Only a handful of times in the school's history has a player reached base over 60% of the time, and she and 3 of her teammates did it in that one year. But it was also her defense, and probably the play that I'll remember of every time I think of you is the catch against NDP in the top of the last inning. In the semifinal of that championship run, we were playing Notre Dame Prep, and there were runners on first and second, and the ball was hit, and there were 2 outs, so the runners were going, and I thought, oh, they're going to score and take the lead on us here. And there was a 4.5-hour game because there was an hour-and-a-half rain delay in the middle of it, and I had played some center field back in my day, and I thought, as soon as I saw it, that's at least a run. What I forgot was that there was this girl in center field who closes on a ball faster than anyone I've ever seen, and not only made the catch, but came in on so quickly, she caught it chest high. It was jaw-dropping. Then the best part about it was what happened right after that, and my favorite observation of who she has become. She jumps about 5 to 6 feet off the ground, gives the scream of a war cry of "let's go." The coaches and I just looked at each other as she's racing off the field, high-fiving everybody in sight. I go, I think we got this. What I saw in Jess again was just not only her leadership vocally, but just her leadership by example explode in that moment. It was just an epitome of what she has grown into as a player and as a leader. Reflecting on that moment postseason as I was preparing for our championship celebration that year, I remember the difficult prior year and how Jess was one of the leaders of the team that stood up and said, we're going to change the culture here. And we're going to take this from where it's been as a kind of a toxic, evil influence of the 17 team was the first team in 4 years not to make it to the conference finals. Jess was one of the players that stood up and just said, enough's enough. We have too good an opportunity here. And she and a couple other players stepped forward and said, we're going to take over. We're going to run the culture the way it should be. And I was like, we could have a really good year. And so the rest was history as we went on this amazing 13-game winning streak, undefeated in conference play at the B level, and just a very exciting season. Coach Powell, I know, can't watch this live because of NCAA. I know it's being recorded so you can see it later. Coach Powell, I understand that you're kind of a big Dickie V fan, so here's a little love for you, and just let me give you a couple seconds of what you're going to get. As Dickie V would say, Coach Powell, you're getting a PT Peer. She's awesome, baby, with a capital A, a diaper dandy. It's going to be amazing. You're getting a leader that has the heart of a champion. You're getting a warrior who is 100% and doesn't know how to do anything less all the time. Sometimes to the point that some of the people watching this that have coached her, like Coach Trey and Coach Jeff and Coach Trumbo, shake their head, and we probably have a little bit less hair or turn gray or both because of she just doesn't have a stop button. She just goes. But Jess is a talented athlete that's going to be excellent at whatever she puts her mind to. She was a very accomplished volleyball player, And Lord knows it took me 2 to 3 years to convince her and her lovely mother that while she was a great volleyball player, she could be a much more amazing softball player, not only because of her heart and her athleticism, but she's just ridiculously fast. Nobody ever has moved faster from home to first or covered more ground in the outfield. Also had a strong throwing arm and hit over 600. So I am delighted to present a champion who knows that champions do ordinary things at an extraordinary level. Champions like her know that the road to championships is paved in the off season, and she's put in tons of time in everything she goes at in terms of travel teams, clinics, speed training on her own, numerous off-season activities that got her to where she is today. And she's really just starting to get moving as a softball player. She's had 3 full years of playing, and there's just so much more to what she can become. She's just going to explode at the college level. I can't wait to come. And despite the fact that you wear Steeler colors, I'll be at Bowie watching. As what she calls her second dad, I'm honored to present Jessica Lucas for her signing of another great softball player to a full scholarship at Bowie State. And now I want to turn it over to one of the best coaches I've ever been around and had the extreme pleasure of serving with for several years. Trey Shackelford is going to say a few words. Peace out, too. Love you.
Thanks, John. I appreciate the segue. I'm really honored to have this this time with Jess and all her friends and her peers and coaches and her family. It's been an honor to not only coach but also watch this young lady grow up. You know, I met her a long time back, and you know, when she was coming through middle school, and you could already tell that she was a pure athlete, but most of all, her resolve to figure out what she wanted to do and get after it and get it done. That's what separates Jess from pretty much many of the athletes that I've had the privilege of coaching these long 20+ years. The great thing I want Jess to understand is, as good as your high school career has been and your high school experience, college is going to be incredibly better just at that. You're going to see and experience and learn and absorb so much about life and so much about realizing your talent, not only on the field, but off the field. You know, oftentimes when I'm coaching, a lot of my student athletes will hear me that, and it usually comes out of a situation where the situation's high and intense and the player's nervous and kind of falling apart maybe, and it happens many times when I'm going out to the mound to coach my pitchers. And when I get in the circle, they often hear, look, softball is not life, but it'll teach you a lot about life. And I have learned over the 20+ years of playing fast pitch softball and pitching and traveling all over, and then being able to having the privilege of coaching athletes through this, the same is going to entail for you in college. My days of playing collegiately have been a moment where I have remembered so much more, in a sense of applying it to life skills, applying it to my career, applying it to my overcoming, because it is so much more robust. And for you, Jess, I want you to embrace your future. From this point on, I want you to remember and look back on your time here in high school and your successes and achievements. I want you to look on in pride. I want you to look on and remember this as a good time. Even the tough spots that you've experienced, those are what shape us. Those we learn to overcome. And that's what makes us the warriors that we are as players, but mostly as people, as leaders. I want you to embrace your future at this point. I want you to see your future. I want you to achieve the goals and the processes that are going to require you to get where you want to be. There's a few things I want you to understand as you're moving forward, especially going into collegiate athletics, and that is, and going out into the real world, and that is, don't shortchange yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't push yourself aside. Really learn to embrace and love every aspect of yourself. That is where you start to learn how to improve and how to see the different little details that makes you so special, makes you Jessica Lucas. You are somebody that I've already stated that has learned to achieve and learn to overcome. And what you've done also during this time of being this pure athlete and this success story, have you? I want you also to learn that one of the greatest things, and especially this is what I've learned over the years of ups and downs, the greatest thing on this planet is love. That is the hands down the greatest, most powerful thing on this planet. The best thing that we can do is learn to love our families better, learn to love our sports better, learn to love our teams better, learn to love our friends, our careers, our futures. But most of all, learning to love ourselves is one of the most difficult things to do sometimes, because high-end athletes tend to be pretty critical of themselves. Don't fall in that trap, young lady. Don't fall into it. You are too great. You're too special. You're too powerful for something like that. This world needs you. This country needs you. Jess, you're an amazing, powerful young lady. You always have been from the first day I've met you. Your family is no different. You come from genes that are power, are confidence, are love, intelligence. Embrace that about yourself and grow upon that. Grow onto that. Add onto it. Fortify it. Respect it in yourself. Challenge yourself. Don't break yourself down. You can do anything. I have seen over the years, you can do anything that you believe into. Don't forget that trait of yourself. Even when things get really kind of tough, things get confusing, that's what life does. Life's going to challenge you that way, especially college softball. Today is a moment that primarily involves the sport of softball and this time that we're all together. But in all actuality, in my opinion, it is the moment Jessica Lucas engages in her next steps of positively impacting our world on a much larger scale. I couldn't be more prouder of her or feel more safer knowing that someone like her will be soon leading in some way like great, compassionate, intelligent, and confident leaders do. That's what Jess is. She's a leader. She's a warrior. She's a role model. This is your time now. Embrace it. Own it. We are so super proud of you and we love you to death. we're all here for you. We wouldn't have entered this conference if we didn't respect and love and cheer for Jessica Lucas and want the best for her. Know that you have all these people behind you, no matter what, and all these people behind you that you can call at any time, should you need one of us. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach. We're going to go to Coach Trumbo next.
Hey, Jess. My parents and I say congratulations. My parents have had the pleasure to see you grow up. For I don't know how long you were at Liberty Christian, but all the way through. And I've had the pleasure to coach you in very competitive volleyball, for club volleyball, for at least 3 years. When I think of you, Jess, I think of a fierce competitor. I know that we can go to war with you. You are always ready to compete. You also have this work ethic that you always are giving 110%. And through not coaching club volleyball this year, I realized how much joy you brought to coaching, because we got better together. We improved together. You're always looking to improve. When I think of you, I think of your resilience, because I know that you would battle injuries and how much you were just so strong and had the capability to keep pushing yourself. As far as tournaments, I mean, we were able to really be successful and win a lot of tournaments. I just remember you and Carol and I would always take a picture with the scoreboard at the end after we would win first place. You always had the capability of raising your level of play when the competition really got higher. And I knew that you had that second gear. And when you got that look and you had that shout, I knew, just like your other coaches said, that you're a game changer. So I just want to say again, congratulations, and I'm looking forward to watching you play.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. So now we'll move to Jess, and she wanted to say a couple things before she goes ahead and does her signing. So go ahead, Jess. You can take it over.
I feel like my voice is starting to crack, but like, thank you all so much for being here. It really means a lot to me. My softball girl, it's been a joy and a pleasure being your captain. You know, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love you guys so much, and you guys really mean a lot to me. It's crazy to think that I started out this journey like not even thinking of softball, and now here I am with this amazing group of girls, and I wouldn't trade y'all for the world. Even when we had like our rough days and our stuff like that, we'd always dance it out and have fun during practices. And I love that so much about each and every one of you. Like, honestly, you guys made my senior year, and I'm so thankful for every one of you. And to the teachers and staff here, thank you so much. Like, it's been a pleasure having you guys at CCA. And yeah, thank you so much for all being here.
Okay, so here we go. This is the magic envelope. So envelope, please. We are signed, sealed, and delivered. Official Bulldog.
You could unmute us so we can clap.
Congratulations. If anybody else wants to unmute and say something, they can. We'll leave it open for a couple minutes. If anybody else wanted to say anything.
I do. This is her cousin. I'm zooming in from New Jersey. I have come to some of her games, not all of her games, but I am one of her biggest fans from afar. The family looks up to her. We're expecting a lot from her, and she has a whole huge team behind her. We love you, Jess. Congratulations.
Hello. Hello. Am I unmuted?
Yes, you're unmuted. Yep.
Hear you, Bishop.
All right. All right. This is Bishop Kevia Elliott, and I just want to say congratulations to Jess. And from what I've heard, I've only seen her play volleyball a couple of times, and I get all of the flicks because I've pastored them for a while. And we're grateful for what the Lord has done and the talent that she has. And we want to salute you on this day. And we're looking forward to hearing greater things. And we know that you have great parents. You've been brought up in the right way. And so we can't expect nothing less but the best from you. And so we're excited on this day. And we look forward to hearing great things ahead. We thank God for you, Jess. Thank God for you, Jeff and Tam. And Bethany, we can't forget you either. A great family, and we love you and we support you in everything and all of your endeavors. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Bishop.
You're welcome.
Hello, Jess. Hello, son, Jeffrey. This is Grandma Pick. Of course, there's nobody more excited than your dad than me. You know that. Softball was my game as I was a kid growing up, and I am an old grandma now, so I'm really thrilled to death. If I keep talking, I'll be crying myself. So I'm so happy, so excited. Congratulations, and I love you tons. Take care, Jeffrey.
Will do, Mom.
All right,
Will do, Mom.
all right, dear. Thank you.
Hey, Jess. Can you hear me? You hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. See, Judah has to tell me how to do all this. I have no idea how to do any of this. Anyway, just want to say real quick, you know, we love you. We're so proud of you, and wish you all the luck. We'll be praying for you, and we know that you'll go on to do great, great things. And Judah didn't want to say anything because she talks to you.
I'll talk to you every day.
24 hours a day. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that I said that we love you. We're proud of you, and we can't wait to see what happens. And we'll be coming to the games. That's all I want to say. All right, love you. Bye.
I just wanted to say, the lady who just spoke, Tony Lyle, she trains Jessica sometimes. She's an awesome personal trainer. So thank you, Tony.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Jessica, I'm gonna cry. I can't cry. I'm gonna cry. Thank you so much for being my throwing partner all 4 years. I have watched you grow so much, like tremendously. You have been my best friend since 6th grade and throughout high school. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you to see you become. I love you so much.
Congrats, Jess. We love you.
We love you.
I miss you.
Hey, Jack. Can you hear me, babe? It's me and my Kayla in the car, so hopefully we don't sound too crazy. Just wanted to let you know that and we are super proud of your accomplishments and the beautiful young woman that you've grown into. And of course, my Kayla and I were sitting here thinking about our rides to College Park and you in the back seat, saying something that all of us was like, what? Even back then, you were always sharp. So we love you like crazy and super proud, and go kill them. We definitely are coming to the game because we love to watch volleyball. So we'll come and cheer you on. I'll be the loudest one, so there's no mistaking. Have a great signing day, period.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Hi, Jessica. It's Miss Robertson. We just wanted to congratulate you on your signing, and you know that I am especially excited about your signing at Bowie State since I am a Bulldog alumni. So I wanted to welcome you to the Bulldog family and let you know if there's anything that we can do for you, you know how to reach me. So Austin and I congratulate you.
Be at the games.
All right, I guess if there's anyone else, you can go ahead. If not, we can wrap it up.
Hey, Jess.
Hi.
Hi, this is the Bakers from Atlanta by way of Chicago. We just proud to say we were able to see you. And man, have you grown since such a little child since we saw you. But now you are a grown woman. We are so proud of you. And if you ever play in the Atlanta area, please, you got to let us know so we can come check you out. But God bless you and the family. Jeff, Tammy, Bethany, you all have been and done such a great job with your children. You should be so proud. But good luck to you, Jess. You're the best.
Thank you.
Hold on, Coach.
Okay.
Okay, I've been sitting on the side, but her mom is here. I just want to thank everybody who has supported her over the years, from Bishop watching her grow up to now Coach Jeff, and as her coach now. We are just so appreciative and thankful and blessed that you all have, just given up part of your afternoon to spend it with Jessica. I'm in awe of all the things that people have said, and especially Coach Trey. It's always a pleasure to hear from you, Coach Isaac and Coach Trumbo. You all mean the world to her. I mean, that's an understatement. I mean, when Jessica didn't play volleyball this year, kind of hurt my heart a little bit because I am the volleyball mom. But watching her on the softball field, she does amazing things. I don't know where she gets it from. I mean, actually I do. I know she's been blessed by the Lord. So again, thank you all for just coming out and supporting her today.
Well, on behalf of the athletic department, I'd like to thank everybody for joining in and making this as special as we can from remote distances. Well, the good thing is it brings some more people that maybe weren't able to be there for her signing day if we were there in person. So there are some benefits to things sometimes. The Lord blesses us and gives us different opportunities, and we get to make the best of them. So I appreciate everybody for showing up and showing your support. And Jess, good luck with everything. I'll probably be seeing you in a couple weeks for the graduation. But for everyone else, thank you. I appreciate it, and have a great weekend.
See you guys. Thanks for everything once again. See you guys. Hope to see you guys at some of her games.
Okay, that's for sure. Jess, check the the chat room. I have something for you.
All right.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Love you guys.
Much love, much love, much love, much
As long as we
love.
tailgate.
Bowie State forever.
Bye. Love you, Jess. Congratulations.